Have you seen this man? Did this acrid Poindexter somehow attach himself to your food when you were a child? Look at these photos. What if I was to tell you they're not the same person? So I just had this nostalgic moment of talking about Oddbodz with Josh, who is, what, how many flipping years younger than me? Like, didn't grow up in the 90s anyway. So, Oddbodz, if you don't know, were these sweet collector cards from the mid-90s in Australia, distributed by Smith's Chips. They were by a company called Glowzone, and they were akin, I suppose, to like sports collector cards, that kind of thing, but they featured super quirky, gross characters that I absolutely loved, and they had parts of them that glowed in the dark, and some cards had these little heat sensitive things to reveal secret parts of the cards. Super cool. Wizz Fizz was an iconic sherbet brand. I assume that's been around since the dawn of sherbet, super old school kind of thing, little packets that you dip sticks in and get saliva all over the place, totally gross. But every cool kid's party in the 90s had party bags that contained Wizz Fizz. Wizz Fizz also had some super gross characters that were, I thought, the exact same ones as Oddbodz. Turns out they had slightly different names, and I tried to find the artist that was associated with the Wizz Fizz product, couldn't find it anywhere. I did finally track down the artist responsible for Oddbodz, Andy Hook. So he's done some other recognizable stuff, but this was the most detailed and excellent kind of stuff. Wizz Fizz just has no association with this guy seemingly at all, and I found, after looking into the characters from both, I found, now where's that bit of paper? Too many similarities for it to be a coincidence. So after discovering that Neil and Neville are two different nerdy boys, we thought, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Is it plagiarism or is it the same artist? I couldn't find any association with any artist at all from Wizz Fizz. It just seemed like they didn't mention the artist anywhere. Even specifically Googling Wizz Fizz and Andy Hook, nothing comes up. It just doesn't seem like he's been credited anywhere. Here's the coincidental, maybe not, crossovers. Oddbodz has Nerdy Neville, the dude that started it all. Wizz Fizz has Nerdy Neil, pretty damn close, basically twins. Oddbodz has Mimi Screamy, while Wizz Fizz has Screaming Mimi. And look at those teeth and eyeballs popping out of their heads. They gotta be the same person. When was the last time you heard the name Myron? So Oddbodz has got Myron Megabrain, and Wizz Fizz has Mad Myron. Sorry if your name's Myron, but like, come on. Let's just give these sherbet dealers a buzz.
Good morning, Planet Food. This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. I have a bit of an odd question. I was just doing some research into one of your products, Wizz Fizz.
Yes.
And I was trying to find out who the artist was from the 1990s graphics on the Wizz Fizz. It was Weird Wally and Screaming Mimi and these ones?
Yes, I know the ones you're talking about. I'm not sure. I can just give you an email, you can send something through, so maybe someone in sales will be able to look that up for you.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a pen handy?
Sure, yep.
So it's...
Okay, no worries.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Didn't seem like a massive company, and they answered the phone pretty damn quickly. So I feel like it's probably quite small. All right, let's just give Andy Hook a buzz, the artist that we know is associated with one of these nerds.
Andy Hook, hello.
Hi, Andy, how you doing? My name's Paddy.
Hi, Paddy. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Firstly, I would just love to say I'm a massive fan of yours. I was obsessed with Oddbodz when I was a kid.
Oh, that's nice to hear. You got over it all right? You haven't had counselling or anything like that?
No, I think it got me into graphic art, really.
Cool.
yeah, I love that whole collection. Perfectly gross and detailed. It was excellent. I was just on this kind of nostalgia trip, telling my friend who's a bit young, he didn't grow up in the 90s, about this, and I was saying to him that there was a shared character in that and Wizz Fizz, and then I looked it up, and it's actually a different name. It's Nerdy Neil, not...
Yeah, I nearly got sued for that, because I kind of drew one thing, and a few years later, without thinking about it, I drew a similar kind of character.
Is that what happened? So, because I rang Finer to try and find out if it was the same, if it was you, if it was the same artist, and oh, there you go. So it was you, because nowhere could I find that it was associated with you at all. Not through, you know, yeah, it just seemed like nowhere.
It's a commercial job, and you don't sign it. There's no record.
I see. It was so obviously you though, because I found a few other. So there was Screaming Mimi, and then in Oddbodz, Mimi Screaming.
Yeah, well, Screaming Mimi is kind of a known expression, so that's why I did that one.
Right.
It was around. I don't know where it came from, but it's been sort of circulating.
Yeah, it feels a little.
Obviously, you know,
Garbage Pail Kids or something.
I was coming up with a whole bunch of characters, and I obviously kind of went over the same ground a different way.
Yeah, and it was a similar period, right? Or was it within the same kind of few years?
It was a couple of years earlier, maybe 92 or 3. So it's like 4 years earlier or something.
Right, so they're almost like prototypical.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's mystery solved.
There you go.
Cool. Well, it was great to talk to you. Thanks so much. And
yeah, it's nice to talk to you too, Paddy.
Yeah, I really appreciate everything you do. It's great.
Alright. Okay. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
See ya.
Holy gosh. There you go. Prototype, basically. And almost flippin' sued over it. Wow. He's a pretty cool dude. That was short-lived.
This is another Rare Squid Mysteries.
Yeah, so. Thanks for joining us on another Rare Squid Mystery. Though the journey lasted but a few minutes, for me, this was a chapter spanning several decades, closed at long last. We can finally put Nerdy Neville to bed. Or is it Neil? Good night, my sweet pimply prince.